a wee bit early, but um, anyway, I got the front yard at least mowed before it started raining. Um, anyway, it's been a week. Somebody ran over my mailbox and the flower garden, took out the poles. They're lucky they didn't end up in the culvert there, because they would have really been hurt upside down in a creek. That wouldn't have been good. But anyway, it didn't stop or leave a note, of course, but it'll be up soon. The mailbox will be, but the mail decided, they said they would leave it in my daughter's mailbox, which is right beside me, so that's good. Anyway, um, I hope everybody is doing fine. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday. And um, I I want to just use the crystal vision if anybody has any questions. I know there's so much going on in the world today with all the politics and the cutting of our fundamental rights, our fundamental speech, freedom of speech, or anything else. You know, there's a lot going on with people, and I am going to be using the crystal vision deck today. Um, this little labradorite pendant here. I don't know if you guys can really get the colors in it or not, but Kevin had this made for me many years ago. He found a big chunk of raw labradorite and had it made for me. It's supposedly good for your third eye and other things. Hi, Gina T. So glad to see you on here. I know I'm a bit early, but you know, hey, what can I say? I think see. Do you have any questions, Gina? I think the world is getting crazy out here today. Hi, Lily. Hope you're doing good. Do you have any questions, Lily? Yeah, not yet, Jesus. I know, it's crazy. I heard that Trump is wanting to send the National Guard to Portland, Oregon. I don't know how true that is, but I heard that just today, actually. And I was like, what? Why? But I don't know. I hope you got your sun kiss ready. I hope Eleanor's on. Are you enjoying your gem box that you got? I hope so. I hope you really like what we sent you, or I put a lot of thought into that, so I hope you like everything. Hi, Ashad. Long time no see. Where have you been? Been going to work or? Are we back? Yay! It was a spam call, guys, and I've tried to block them. I don't know why they keep doing that, but I mean, I've got it on no disturb. Maybe I need to put it on sleep mode and they can't get through. I don't know. So, yeah, hi Lily. Um, anyway, yeah, sorry guys. That's just crazy. It's I wish I'd stop it. I don't maybe I should. Oh, card fell out. Let's see what we should know today. We need to be a little bit realistic. Hi Justin. Hope you're doing well. We got to be a little bit realistic. yeah, please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Um, I need to get some I need to get going. We're at 1,464. We're still trying to reach that 2,500 mark, you guys. So please tell your friends, tell them to hit like and subscribe, and check your subscription to make sure you're still subscribed, because they kick you off sometimes when you don't watch. One of my friends, Kendra Moon, had subscribed, but she hadn't watched in a while because she's taking care of her parents, which is totally understandable. I understand that caregiver thing only all too well, so I get it. But she's back subscribed, so I'm excited about that. And one of my friends, her grandson was watching, and this is a longtime friend. I've known her since, gosh, Harmony was born, and her daughter Brandy was born. So, I mean, it's hi. I tried something a little different. I put me on sleep mode, so maybe I can't get any any calls while I'm doing this. It's just driving me crazy. But if you have any questions, can you hear me now? I hope so. I tried to put it on sleep mode so that I won't get interruptions. Usually it works when I'm asleep, or either I don't hear it, one of the two. Can you guys hear me again? I hope not. Hi, Charlotte. And F-I, L-Fi, Charlotte and L-Fi, hi. Are you new to the channel? If you are, please hit like and subscribe. I'm going to ask Spirit, will Dumpty Orange Man in the White House really send troops to Oregon anytime soon? Let's see what Spirit has to tell us about that. He's probably telling us he's not going to make it very long, so. The lady before was really annoying, but you're really nice and kind. Well, thank you. Who was the lady before? I don't know who that was. But we'll welcome you to our channel, our community. I don't really call it a channel, I call it a community. So will the Orange Man in the White House send troops to Oregon or not anytime soon, Spirit? Can you let us know about that? Butterfly wings. I don't know who that is. I haven't seen that person. So I don't like it when people are rude. That's just not nice. I like to be moral and just. Am I a Trump fan? Not particularly. I never was. I dislike him. I won't say I hate him. I don't hate anybody, but I really dislike his ways. I never liked him from the beginning, like when he first came down an escalator opening a hotel. I never did like him then. I know his dad was a slumlord in New York City, and that's where he got his money from, off the backs of working class people, and didn't want to fix his buildings. And that's from his daughter. Yeah, that's from his daughter. You're welcome. I'm always honest. I'm a Sagittarius. We're always honest. Sometimes brutally, but honest. Let's see. Will he send troops to Oregon? So what you guys say about that? Nope. Try one more shuffle on that. You want him to send troops to Oregon, Charlotte? Is that what you're saying? Well, it says 9 of Cups. There's an uncomfortable situation that's going to be arising. I don't know if it's for him or for Oregon, but it's going to be a very uncomfortable situation. I think for both, if he does or if he doesn't, it's going to be very uncomfortable for both. He has to stop sending American troops into American cities. He needs to send them to Ukraine and help them fight the Russian war. Anyway, 10 of Cups. This looks like he really wants to. He wants to, in his mind, he really does want to send troops to Oregon. He's going to be depressed because Oregon is going to stand up to him, just like Gavin Newsom did. So he's going to be a little bit depressed. He's going to figure out he's got more enemies in more states than he realizes. And yeah, I am a blue speck in a red state. And I mean, I can listen to other people's opinion and I can agree to disagree, or I can, listen to you and hear why you think that he is a good person or an honest person. And I don't want to hear that he was a businessman. He was a businessman, just not a very good one. But anyway, bankrupt a casino. How do you bankrupt a casino? Anyways, 9 of Pentacles. It will cost him more than it's worth to yeah, he wasn't very nice to the UK either. I did not like the way he talked to the United Nations. That was just, that, please realize that does not represent all Americans, because there are plenty of us, 75% actually, that disagree with him. But it's going to cost him more money than it's worth. It might even cost him his ballroom that we all are just dying to have. Not. Anyway, he's going to be all by himself doing this. Even the army or a general was speaking out against how he is tearing our country apart and how he's trying to use the military to do so. And so I was really happy when I saw that post about the general talking about how wrong and how immoral this is to both the United States. And hey, D, I'm just going to call you D. You know me. And, he's not taking care of himself, so his mind is totally going bonkers. So he may say he's going to, but I don't believe he's going to. And this is a major arcana, and so is the moon card. So I really don't think that he is going to actually do that. I don't think he's going to be allowed to. I think we're going to start putting a muzzle on the man. So anyway, Jude, will my ex-fiancé Russia contact me on my birthday, the 6th of October? Are you the one? Is she next? Yes, it's very much a disgrace. I agree with Gina T. And there's a lot of Americans that are very, very dissatisfied with the way he is running this country and the way he is talking to or blaming everybody else for his blunders or his bloopers or whatever you want to call them. It was a blumbering fool, if you ask me. But anyway, uh, let's see who's next. Dasha is next. And what did she say? Will my ex-fiance contact me on my birthday, the 6th October? 4 months, no contact. Let's see. Let's see what Spirit has to say. I don't know what's going on. You know, I thought about you guys a lot a few weeks, not last week, but the week before. And I was very concerned. I think that he has some things going on with his family. Yes, happy birthday if we don't get to say it on your birthday, which is the 6th, right, of October. My daughter Harmony's was the 30th of October. Devil's Night in Detroit, they call it. Burnt down stuff. Bunch of pyros. Anyway, will come back, Spirit, or will he contact her for her birthday? Some way, some form, somehow will he contact her? I think he's got some stuff going on. And I don't know that he can get over it. I mean, maybe I'm not asking the right question. But right now I want to know if he's going to contact you on your birthday. And if anybody else has a question that they'd like to ask, please do write it in the comments so they can keep me on track. Spirit. I also want to know, you know, if there's something going on with him where he can't, or he has an obligation to something else where he can't do it. You know, where you guys live, it's really complicated, and I hate that for you guys. But I also want to know that, as well as if he's not going to contact you, why is he not? Or maybe that should have been a clarifying question. King of Swords. I believe that he is telling the truth. You know, he's told you the truth when he said, I want to be around you, but I don't want to be committed. I think that's what he said, or something along those lines. I think he's telling the truth. So he is still not awoke from his nightmare situation of, you know, who gets to see who, where you guys are. Knight of Cups. I do believe that he loves you. I do believe that he loves you, and I do believe that he's trying to take action on that. So this card says yes, he will, but he is going through some things that, you know, he can't. It's hard for him to shake it loose. You know, it's hard for him to go against the family wishes of the family, you know, because he's scared. I mean, he's scared too. A lot of guys are. I haven't seen Eleanor on here. I hope she's doing okay. Anyway, and this is the Strength card, and it's telling me to tell you to hold on, that there are some things going on with him and his family that he's got to figure out. And if you want to wait, you know, if you feel like he's worth the wait, then wait for him. If not, maybe reach out to him somehow and say, hey, dude, I'm still here. You know, I don't want to go anywhere, but I mean, you have a life too. And it's going to take a lot of strength to just hold on until he can figure out what it is that he needs to figure out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, oh, bless your heart. I wish there was something I could do to help the situation. Of course, I'm not there. I can't talk to his parents, obviously. Would they listen to me anyway? What do I think you should do? Let's see. What do I think you should do? What? Not about me. Okay, June says don't wait on nobody. You know, June says do you. But let's see what Spirit says. It's going to take a lot of strength to wait, is what that one card, the last card I pulled, said. But let's see. After your birthday, October 6th, and how old will you? What level will you be on? I shouldn't ask how old you are, but what level will you be on your birthday, October 6th? Let's see. Let's see what Spirit says. I think his family has a bigger control on him than what we know. So let's see what levels 27. That's a good level. I wish I was on level 27 still. I wouldn't wait for nobody, but let's see what Spirit says. Let's see what Spirit says. I'll take that one. I'll take this one. And that one. Shuffle again. Oh, happy 27. Okay, that's it. All right, 6 of Wands. No, I think that you're a very beautiful person, honestly, on the inside, and it radiates on the outside. So, you know, Spirit says take your rewards and move on. The next one is the Queen of Wands, which is a Leo type of temperament, which Leos wait for no one. Keep up or be left behind is a Leo temperament. So no, after your birthday, if he has not even said happy birthday somehow, some way, then it's time to move on. And you know, there's love all around. You can find love with someone else. You meet your soulmate in every lifetime, but it doesn't necessarily mean you get to be with them. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't get love, and an equal kind of love too. You know, so just because he is your soulmate doesn't mean this lifetime you get to be together. It's got different learning levels, in my opinion. So, what should you do? Well, you got the unknown card, which is you're waiting. You're in a waiting period. You don't know what you should do. Spirit saying it's unknown because he is still working on some stuff. But you shouldn't hold on to it. There's love out there. So, don't take action. Don't contact him. Do not. Spirit says do not. Let him work on himself. And if he can catch up to your level, then wonderful. He will find a way to do so. But you need to move. You need to move on after the 6th. There's that 9 of Swords again. This time it's straight up. Maybe he'll wake up. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. But it's going to cost you too much strength for yourself, for your well-being, to wait. If he can't keep up, move on. And this is partnerships. I feel like that this is more business related, and you know, people, especially in your area, they think love is a business. They don't really get into the emotional aspects of it, and that's sad. And we don't want that for you. We want you to feel love. We want you to be in love. So wait for that opportunity to present itself. It will. And then you have the Queen of Swords, which is it's a Virgo. No, yeah, that's a Virgo type of person. No, not, yeah, Virgo type of person. So just sit back and listen, and Arabic in 20 times. I don't know what that means, but okay. Anyway, I hope that that you are listening to the universe, and I hope that you are paying attention to your surroundings and listening to your own intuition, and let it guide you. If he does not contact you by your birthday or on your birthday, some way, some fashion, then his loss, in my opinion. So there's that, and I'm sorry that it's not better news. I wish it were for you, because I know that you care about him deeply, and I believe that he does you too. Yeah, but you're right, it is time to go on. Hi user. Hi Azure, Viva Mexico. Good to see ya. I hope that you guys are doing well. And if you guys have questions, please feel free to I don't know what that means either. I don't speak Mexican or Spanish. I don't speak that. I don't know the language. Sorry. I wish I did. I barely know English, so, I don't know. I understand that too. I do think he loves you. I just don't think he can fight the higher ups in his family. I just don't think he can. And again, that's because he's not mature enough to handle it. So, I hate that though. I really do. I wish that there was something I could do to make it better. I can send some positive energy to you, and hoping that you find an equal kind of love. I know I have. Anybody else got a question? I wonder where Eleanor is. Our Eleanor. Oh, thank you. And you're kind too. And don't let anybody tell you any difference. And I do think you radiate beauty from the inside outwards. I think you're just a beautiful soul, and you deserve to have much happiness in your life. Life is short. Live it to the fullest, and live it on your terms. And you're a strong woman too, because you fought your family for him, and he's not able to do that, which is his loss. Anybody else got anything? Do I have any new subscribers? I hope so. I hope we get some new subscribers today, and we can reach up a little bit more, and hit that like button. Watch it all the way through. Ask some questions. Let's get some community going. Well, I mean it. I feel it. I can feel your soul. I feel you. I really do. I can feel you. He's just not as strong as you are. Sorry. If anybody else has a question, cards are ready. I'm ready. Hope Eleanor comes on sometime soon. I know I had a meltdown and got to talk with her on the phone the other day, and she was so kind and helpful. She's the one that made the beautiful quilt we're going to give away when I reach 2,500 subscribers. So please subscribe. And I'm trying to figure out how I can do some lives or at least some recordings with some other people other than the ones that come to the house, to where we can get like more community and more, more opinions on certain things other than just what I say. Somebody may disagree with the card I pull, and I would like to talk about that, and see if there's other opinions other than just mine. I know that Eleanor reads a little bit and Gina T reads a little bit. I think you guys, Gina, you use oracles, right? Can you guys still hear me? I hope so. Just see, and I did a recording a while back with my friend Steve, and he uses oracles, and it was really interesting how they played off of each other, how what I was saying and what he was saying the same thing, maybe in a different way, but it was still the same thing. And I thought that was very, very interesting, because I know that oracle is a different breed than tarot. Tarot is very unified. You have 78 cards in every deck. In oracle, sometimes you have 50, sometimes you have a bunch, sometimes you don't. Yeah, sometimes, I just been doing it for so long that, I mean, it must be ingrained in my head, because I know what they mean and generally. And then sometimes I pick up other little things to also out of the cards itself, out of any particular deck. So, there's pictures that, that you don't see in every deck. But they all, in tarot, they all have the elements that they need in the deck. I mean, like, where's that one deck at? Like even the mermaid deck that I have, it has a lot of elements of more modern, like oil spills and how community helps community, things like that. So it's like they're different. They're different but the same. They're unified. And oracles, you have different decks. You have different decks in tarot as well, but they all have 78 cards. They used to have 80, but when they moved over Western, they lost a couple, which was Juno and Jupiter. And sometimes it'll mess up the order of the major arcana. I think it's the Strength and the Justice card that they switch. And anyway, so, but anyways, does anybody else have another question? I mean, I'm turning this into a tarot lesson, I guess. But let's see. What can we ask the universe? I wanna know how the orange man in office is feeling these days. Is he well, I know he's mentally ill, but I mean, is his health declining? That's what I want to know. I want to know, is his health declining? Are they making plans to put Vance in his spot for a little bit? So let's ask universe that. Let's ask spirit to give us a little indication on Trump's health. Is it declining? Is Trump's health declining? This one's staying out, so we're going to let it. hideous ballroom. Who in the hell needs a ballroom? We'll never dance in it. He just wants something with his name on it, I think. So all he wants to tell me is, yeah, his health is definitely declining. And they are trying to tweak a plan, but they're not. They're in denial or something. He's definitely in denial, but his health is definitely going downhill. And he's not adjusting his rhetoric or his regime or his diet or health or anything. He knows everything. You know, he's the greatest things in sliced bread. You know, come on. Everybody else is going to hell in a handbasket. Yes, yet he says, give me $15 so I can go to heaven. Yeah, his health is slipping. This is a yes. Yes, your health is slipping because you are not adjusting to what you should be adjusting to. He needs to be out of office, in my opinion. And probably the whole world's opinion. I mean, the majority of the world. I guess some people like him that can control him, like Putin, maybe. Putin played him like a fiddle. And he fell for it hook, line, and sinker. He should be sending troops to Ukraine and not Oregon or anywhere else in the United States. If you're going to put boots on the ground, put them in Ukraine. Help them fight that vicious individual that raided them, in my opinion. So the American people aren't paying for the ballroom, you don't think? I know we're paying for his golf trips and his wherever he goes. Ugh. Anybody else have any questions? I'm glad you're here, Gina T. I don't know where Eleanor is. Maybe, I hope she's okay. I might give her a little text a little later when the live is over and see if she's all right. She's usually on here. Maybe I'll ask. Is Eleanor okay? I'm afraid. No, I'm not going to ask that. I'm going to ask that. She'll tell me if she's okay or not. I hope she's okay, though. So, anyways, here we are in our lovely little community in my tarot room with my Judy 2 and Eleanor's quilts that I cannot wait to give away. And I really want to reach 2,500 subscribers and go from there. And I really want to learn how to do lives with other people so we can get different takes on the same question or different takes on different things. So I really want to do some lives or some recordings with others so that I can build our community and help them build theirs if they're struggling the way I am. And I'm not the most computer savvy person in the world, but I'm learning. I can learn. I can still learn. At level 65, I can still learn. I got this, right? So anyway, if anybody has a question, please chime in. Let me know something. Let me ask Spirit something for you. I hope that everybody's having a good Saturday. It's rainy here. It's been thundering and being crazy and asking me to refresh, but I'm on my cellular device, so it doesn't matter. Anybody else? Anybody else have a question? Anybody out there? I guess it looks like it's just me and you, Gina. Oh, planning on her book tour. Kamala. How's her? I think that Gavin Newsom is going to be Trump's opponent in the next election if we get to have one. If he doesn't mess it up to where we can't. But let's see how Kamala Harris's book tour is going to go. Jeez, if I could talk. See, I stumble on words too, so I can't fault the orange man for doing that because I do the same. But, I don't know English very well either. And that's my first language. I don't have a second, unless you want to call it hillbilly talk or Detroit talk, either one. Let's see, how is Kamala's book tour going to go? I'll buy her book. I'd like to have a signed copy. If she comes around here, I'll be in line. Try to be anyway, if I can. How is her book tour gonna go for her? How is Kamala's book tour gonna go? Spirit. That's it. Let's see. Well, I don't think she's doing it to make money. I don't think that that's her purpose behind it. I think she has a message that she wants to get out to the world, and I hope that anybody who saw her when she was campaigning for herself on the campaign trail, which she only had 2 months to prepare, she was being genuine. She was being herself. And then those campaign managers got a hold of her and they made her say and do things a little bit too stuffy. So she wasn't herself. And I think she wants to be her true self. And she wants the world to know who she truly is. So she's not doing it for money. Page of Cups is a Pisces type of individual. So she's trying to be easy-go-lucky and carefree and just be like non-stressed about it. It's going to either take off or it's not, but she's going to tell her truth. I really believe that it's going to do well, but she is not going to stress over it. She's not stressing, which is good. She's had enough stress in her life. She might not feel comfortable in certain situations to be out in the public eye, especially when the orange man has taken her security away. So she may have to get a private security company to help her feel a little bit more comfortable. Cheers. So my mind races, guys, and that's why I get all tongue-tied. But anyway, I think that she's not going to feel comfortable in certain situations. So she's going to have to hire a private security team to help her to feel comfortable in certain areas that she may go on that book tour. But if she comes anywhere near me and I can get there, I'm going and I'm going to buy her book. I'm going to buy it anyway, whether I get to see it on tour or not. I'd love to have her autograph for it. I think she's a courageous, awesome person, and I wish I would have just let her campaign with her own personality and her own radiance shining through. And this is not a new idea. This has been swimming around in her head for a while, so it's time that she took action on it and brought it up to the forefront. So I think it's going to go well, is what Spirit is trying to say. There may be certain states or certain cities that she feels a bit uncomfortable in. So she may feel like she's a target for some people. There's some crazies out there. I mean, like those guys that they said it was for the bullets were for the ICE agents, yet they just happened to hit all the detainees. I mean, come on. Really? Do we really believe that? I don't believe that. Oh, let's ask the cards. Let's see. Was the shooter aiming at the ICE agents, or was he aiming at the detainees? I believe he was aiming at the detainees and blaming it. They're blaming it that he was aiming at the ICE agents. I don't believe he was. But let's see what Spirit says about that. I don't even know that guy's name. But I can see his face in my mind, so Spirit knows who I'm talking about. So let's see. Was he aiming at the ICE agents? I'll shuffle again. Was that shooter aiming at the ICE agents? Was the bullets intentionally for the ICE agents? Was they intended for them? Well, it wasn't taking action on passion, that's for sure. So if I had to go on this card, I would say no. Queen of Wands, that's a Leo type of temperament. I believe that he was aiming for the detainees, not the ICE agents. And the administration, the regime, if you will, has tried to turn it around. They said they found manifestos, but I haven't seen anything in print. I haven't seen a copy of it like they showed the letter. People who have proof show receipts. They show what they have. So, I don't know. I don't think he was going for them. He was trying to stand his ground, but it wasn't against ICE agents. It was against detainees. It was against immigrants. It was for intent for the immigrants, not the ICE agents. And he's a good shot because he got a few of them, which is sad. It's very sad that we're all immigrants here, unless you're Native American, and then you're not. If you have Native American blood in you, you're somewhat not. But if you're any kind of mixture like I am, you are. You're still an immigrant yourself. This country was taken. Like Ukraine is trying to get taken by Russia. You guys, this country has been made up of immigrants. We are no better than anyone else trying to get here, trying to pursue that freedom. But pretty soon we may not even have that freedom. So, no, it was not for the ICE agents. Unfortunately, Orange Man, if you ever listen to my channel or anybody associated with you listens to my channel, it was not for them. It was not for the ICE agents. It was for you and the detainees, which is sad, very sad. And did he do it alone? No. There's more out there. They call them sleeper cells. I call them deranged individuals who don't want to see immigrants succeed. And we're all immigrants, all of us. Every single person is an immigrant. Hangman. He was a very naive person. He did not realize what he was doing or why. You know, he was following direction. And I believe it was all a distraction. Again, yet again, another distraction. Oh, let's say this guy's trying to hit the ICE agents, but we can't let him hit the ICE agents. We'll let him hit the detainees. Just like them pushing that poor woman down that just drives me insane. You know, we have a right to speak our mind. No, we don't have a right to stand in the middle of the road. No, we don't have a right to do that, to block traffic or whatever. But you don't get out and push somebody. You just gently ask them to move to the side. And if they don't, then you might say, look, I'm going to have to arrest you if you don't get off the street. So please get off the street. You don't have to push them. You don't have to pepper spray them or put them in a chokehold, especially a woman in a dress. What, did you want to see her underwear? I mean, my goodness. What? I don't understand. I am so beyond it, and it's so stressful for me. And this whole healthcare crap is getting worse and worse, and my husband and I are both on Medicare. So, I just saw Spirit. I don't know who's trying to talk to me, but somebody is. So if you have a question, now's your time to chime in, because there's some spirits in here. They're wanting to talk to somebody out there in our community, and hopefully they will. Maybe that was one of the detainees saying thank you for bringing it to light. It wasn't about the ICE agents. It was about the detainees. Hi, Eleanor. I'm glad to see you. I was about to call you after the live and make sure you're okay. Oh, I know. I hope you're doing good. I hope our community is growing. I know that there was another spirit. I don't know if that's your brothers or your what that is, but that there's been some spirits flying around out here today. I hope we're growing. I hope that we get to give away that beautiful quilt made by Eleanor. I could pan over there, I guess, and show people. It's still hanging on my rack where I was doing my macrame curtain, which still ain't done. I've had a lot going on. Got to put up a mailbox. Unbelievable. Aww. I love you guys. I love my community. I love my monitors. You guys mean a lot to me, and you mean a lot to our community, and you bring a lot with it. With each things that you guys say. And I really want to do some recordings with you guys so that we can put a different spin on it and maybe help each other grow and be not necessarily bigger, just better. You know, bring a different take to the table, if you will. But I do love my community that I have, I say we, because it has been taking a lot of us to build this community. And I think it's a beautiful community. It's full of love and hope and honesty. And I love it. I love it, obviously, because it just popped out. And if you're watching and you've lost someone, they're telling you they love you. Because I've seen a lot of spirits just before Eleanor came on, flying around all these cards. So go back and look. I don't know if you guys can see them, but I saw them. So, they're saying, I love you. I can still talk to you. I can say hi. I can present myself. I can talk through cards. I can talk through pictures. I can talk through sound. I can talk through the TV, So you have to just listen. You have to watch for the signs. You have to listen to them because they see things differently on the other side than we do. And when it comes closer to Halloween, the veil will be very, very thin. And maybe we can talk to them a little bit better. Oh, be right back. Okay, I hope so. They say that in a scary movie. Never say I'll be right back because you won't. So thankfully, we're not in a scary movie. Well, feels like it. With what's in the White House, feels pretty scary. So if anybody has any questions for me, please feel free to chime in. I hope there's more than, just the three of us on here. I don't know if anybody else is watching or not. It was a lady named Charlotte, and she was like, "Thank you for being honest with me." I don't know if she was a Trump supporter or not, but I hope so. I hope we're making our voices heard. I really do. I want to grow. I don't necessarily want to be big. I just want to have a wonderful, loving, caring community that we have built. Just the three of us. We can make it if we try. Just the three of us. You two and I. But anyway, I can't sing, obviously. My daughter tells me to stop all the time. She's like, "Mom, please stop singing." I know. What? He's like, "Bring it on." Comey's like, "Come on, let's have a trial. Let's do it. Let's go." Trump will back down. He'll forget it because it's just yet another distraction from what really needs to be seen, which is the billionaires and the people that think they can just buy people and get away with it, and nobody will believe the victims, which really chaps my butt. When they don't believe the victims, I could see it if it were like 2 or 3, but these girls didn't even know each other until now. And some of them, wouldn't even speak out because of the reason that nobody believes them. It's just ridiculous. As a person who was abused in that way sexually and in a lot of different instances, I didn't speak out. I wasn't as strong as they are. My hat goes off to them. I am so proud of them. And I hope they know that I stand with them, and I understand the strength it took to speak out, especially when you think nobody will believe you or you're powerless. You don't have any money to fight, But we got to stand up for them. We got to stand up for our rights. We got to stand up for our freedom of speech, not just our Second Amendment. We need to stand up and be counted and say, we're not taking this. We are the land of the free, the home of the brave. Let's start acting like it. Let's get this dictator out of the White House. Let's get rid of this regime. And I say this with my whole heart, guys. We definitely got to vote. Vote like your democracy, your freedom depends on it. Because I'm telling you, the immigrants aren't the only ones they're going to come get. Next, it will be transgender, which they're already trying to get them declared mentally ill so they cannot have a gun. And then next will be Democrats, because we're domestic terrorists, is what we are. And then it'll be affiliates, and then it'll be the poor. They've already threatened that Fox host needed to be fired for saying to euthanize homeless instead of help with them. He was saying, well, he did say that either you take what we're offering you, you take this tent, or we're gonna kill you. How could he not be fired for saying that when they took Jimmy Kimmel off for whatever? It was disturbing. It was disturbing because any one of us right now in this regime, in this economy, could be homeless. Any one of us, me and Kevin, could be homeless. You know, I mean, we're living Social Security check to Social Security check. You know, we are barely making it. So I get it. This economy is sucking. And I don't know what happened to those 1,200 people that ended up missing. I was talking to my sister about that the other day. I'm like, well, where did they go? What happened to them? And she had no answer. I'm glad you're back, Gina T. It's just I can I do a reading on the what happened to those 12? Yes, Spirit. What happened to the 1,200 people from Alligator Alcatraz since they had to close it down because it was a safety hazard? What happened to those missing 1,200 people? Where are they? What happened to them? And I also want to talk about climate change too, guys, because we're getting so many storms and so many craziness in our weather going on. Not that there's never been craziness, but it's been a lot lately. Anyway, what happened, Spirit, to those 1,200 individual souls that were detained in Alligator Alcatraz? What happened to them? Where are they? Can you give us any kind of indication? Are they with you, Spirit? They get sucked up in the rapture. Okay, Spirit. I really need to know for our community. Okay, that's all I was going to say about that. Some are safe. 10 of Cups. Some are safe and found a way to get back with their families and to be home. We just don't know about it. We just don't know because they're keeping quiet. They don't want to go back to any kind of concentration camp. So they're happy. Some of them are happy and are home with their family and they're not speaking out because they don't want to go back to a unhumane facility. So somebody's hiding them in their attic. The next one is they woke up from that nightmarish situation, and they definitely don't want to get back into that again. So we're probably not going to hear a lot about those 1,200 people that are missing because they're quiet themselves, as well as the government is being quiet about it. But so are they. And the government might be quiet about it because they don't know where they are. And they can't say that. And then there's the Two of Cups. There are a few that probably didn't make it. Whether they were ill or shot or eaten food for alligator, I I can't say, but there were a few that did not make it. But where they're going is better than where we are. So, they're being taken care of on the other side. And there was only a few, I feel like, that didn't make it. I feel like Spirit's telling me there's only a few that didn't make it out, but they're being very quiet because they do not want to go back to a concentration camp at all. And that's exactly what it is. It's not a detainee thing. It's inhumane to put people in a cage that don't deserve to be there. It is sad. It's very sad, and it's heartbreaking to know that you can't speak out, that you can't say what happened to you for fear of it happening to you again. So, I mean, I can't say as I blame them. I would probably, if it were me and I got out of there and I went missing, I probably wouldn't pop my head up again to get captured again. I probably would not. I would either go back to my home country or I would be in somebody's attic being very quiet. Because, I mean, he is doing the exact same thing that Hitler did. He is dividing and conquering. And he is mentally ill, you guys. And it's really crazy how we can have a mentally ill person that has the code to the nuclear weapons. What? Yeah, it's like, wow, I cannot even wrap my head around that. And his health is declining. I don't know if you saw that, Eleanor, but I did. I pulled a card on his health, and it is declining, and it's declining because he's not adjusting. And he's not taking his meds, obviously. And the White House was supposedly in charge of the escalator in the State of the Union, or the so he's blaming it on somebody. He wants an investigation onto why the escalator stopped, why there wasn't any sound in there. Well, people were hearing it on their earpiece because it was designed for that, so that people couldn't talk over other people. You could hear the speech. So, I mean, triple threat. And then his monitor didn't work, so he couldn't read his notes. I mean, I don't know. We just have a deranged individual in our White House, and whew, Lord had mercy. Let's see. Let's see. Did Gina T ask a... Oh. How long will it take? Probably a minute. June says a minute. Let's see what Spirit says. How long will it take us to get back into regular climate after we get rid of this person that doesn't think there's anything wrong with the climate? We don't have to worry about clean energy. Our earth is fine. No, we're destroying it. So anyway, but let's see what Spirit has to say. How long will it take? Yeah, if you don't grow it yourself, I don't know. I don't know about the food, but Spirit, but they got to eat it too, so maybe not. Spirit, how long will it take for the climate to get back to normalcy, or if it can get back to normalcy, and we won't have so many storms and so many just odd behavioral weather is you trying to warn us that we need to get him out of the White House. You know, Spirit, talk to me here. What about this climate change? I guess it'll come out again if it wants to. Let me shuffle one more time. Spirit. Wow, that's scary. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. Okay. Again, the Queen of Wands coming out again. I think we've done a lot of damage. This is a Leo type of card, and it's reversed. So we did a lot of immature things, and this regime that we're in right now is very much doing a lot of immature things without science-based things, like the Tylenol episode, this whole, that brain worm, he picked the wrong brain to eat. Seriously, he picked the wrong brain to eat for real. Or it's ate it and it's full and it can't stomach anymore. I don't know, but we've done a lot of damage with plastics and emissions and all of this in the air. We've done a lot of damage to this earth, is what this is saying. And it's continuing with immature actions by the White House. The Page of Swords is, you know, the Taurus type of temperament, and we need to be stubborn about it. We need to, as the 75% that disagrees with the regime that we have going on, we need to be stubborn about it. We need to try to be as clean as we can. I have solar panels. I have a solar generator. I use that often. I do. And I would run everything off of solar if I could, or a windmill, or even the water wheel that you can put in your stream or your creek. I would be running it, and we all need to try to follow the California way and try to be as clean and efficient as we can, both with our food, both with our energy, and try very hard to not pollute. Recycle. We have to be stubborn about it. We gotta do what we can do. Recycle things, reuse them. Like I've got all these medicine bottles that are plastic. You know, the pharmacy won't take them back. So what do you do with them? So I'm trying to figure out ways I can reuse them to make something different out of them. Not very pretty, but hey, I'm trying to find a way to glue them together and make a container or something, to not put them in a landfill somewhere where they're going to be there forever. We are killing our earth. For real. We got to be stubborn about it, guys. We got to take the lead. We got to chase the shiny. We got to figure out new ways to be efficient with what Spirit has given us to work with. And he's given us plenty to work with. And the regime in the White House is destroying it. But we got to be steadfast. We got to take the lead. We got to follow Gavin Newsom's lead, or someone's lead who's an Aries that knows what they're talking about. We can't listen to, because they're not science-based. There's no science behind Tylenol causing autism. There's no science behind anything that the White House is saying right now. Not even that Trump is the most healthy person in the world. There's no science behind that. We have to come up with new ideals, new ways to fight this climate condition, because it is getting worse. It is. For real, it is. The glaciers are melting. The storms are getting crazier and crazier. Not that we've never had a crazy storm before, but not as frequent, right? And it says that we need to accept what is given to us by Spirit, and maybe plant some of our own stuff, maybe definitely wash it, and definitely freeze dry some stuff that you get, and vacuum seal it to where you can live off of that for a while this insane is going on. Good morning, Sam Shorts. I hope you're having a great day. But anyway, I we gotta accept what's given to us, and take those and run with them. And we have to listen to our intuition. The high priestess is saying, guys, as well as I know, that this world is going to disintegrate. Think about it. Yellowstone blows up. Those other 5 rings of volcanoes blow up. We've been having more volcanic eruptions than we ever have. We have more floods, more hurricanes, more inclement weather everywhere. I mean, it's just crazy. More fires. There's fire there, fire here, fire there, and then flood here, flood there, flood there, and then we'll have mudslides because after the fire. It's craziness, and we've got to find a way to combat it. We've got to find a way to be cleaner and more efficient, and plant some trees, for Christ's sakes. Let's get some oxygen flowing, So does anybody else have any question? And I'm sorry that your fruit, I think that they're either picking it too early or picking it too late because they don't have anybody, because immigrants usually picked it, and now they don't have anybody to pick it until it's too late. And then what they do have, the people are afraid, they're undercover trying to pick it at night and not get caught and thrown into some concentration camp. I mean, guys, we have a wonderful community here, and I want us to, all stick together, all stand up for what is morally right. Get rid of this regime. Help the world be a better place. Jeez. So, yeah, it's craziness. I'm glad that we have to follow the lead. I mean, in every state, even us blue specks in red states, we really do need to follow the lead and make our voices be heard somehow, some way, whether it's through YouTube platform or any other social media platform, if you don't get taken down, because you've said something against the orange one. I wonder, does they even like oranges? I hate that he was born in my name, too. That kind of sucks. And I really like Sunkist, and it's orange. And that's like my favorite color. But it doesn't look good on him. He needs to go with a different color, like maybe red or green or brown. Brown might be a good color for him, since he's against brown people. What do you guys think? Any comment on what color he needs to be? Pink with purple polka dots. A little purple around. I'm being mean. I am being so mean. Shame on me. But anyway, y'all, I don't know what to think about him. I just don't know. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that some of them are doing good because my channel is like still it's stagnant. I feel like I don't know. Do I need to dance on the table? What do I what do I gotta do, guys? Come on here. I can pull cards on the week ahead. I usually do that on Sunday, or when do I do that? Do I usually do that today? No, I usually do. Oh, that's for the zodiac. For the zodiac Sunday, I usually say what's, for your sign, what's coming up, and that's on Sunday, which I will be doing it. But hey, yeah, I can definitely ask Spirit what's coming up for the majority of us humans. What's coming up for the week of today is what, the 28th? All right, now is it 28th already? My goodness. I guess it is. So what's coming up through the 28th through the 4th of October? What is coming up for this coming week? What's the energy? What do we need to be on the lookout for? Good, bad, and different. What's coming up for the majority of us for the week? That's all I was gonna say about that. Well, there's gonna be some charming things happen. He's gonna try to be charming, I guess. But I didn't read that until I started doing this. But anyway, well, that's cool. I must have lost some because I've been at 2,464 for the last little bit. So I must have lost some along the way. So if you guys are subscribed to me and you're not getting anything, check your subscription and make sure that you're still subscribed. Because I know a friend of mine wasn't and she had subscribed. So if you're not getting my notifications or whatever, hit the bell, hit subscribe, and make sure you're still subscribed. But anyway, I feel like there's some charming something going on behind the scenes. This is an Aquarian type of card. So for the next week, we can expect to be dazzled maybe by a freedom of speech, which would be awesome, right? For Gavin Newsom to get out there and troll Trump and just throw it right back at him. That could be fun. And so maybe that's something that we get to look forward to. Some kind of fun stuff, some charming stuff, and some, tit for tat kind of stuff. And then there's the Five of Cups. It doesn't look like we're going to be crying over spilled milk. We're just going to clean it up and move on. We're just like, whatever, you do you, boo. I'm going to do me. And I'm going to do what I can do to be the best me I can be and to spread love and joy and happiness all around the world. So that's, for the majority of us, I think that's what we're going to do. We're not going to cry over spilled milk, or we're going to clean it up, hopefully. And then strength card. So this tells me, it takes a lot of strength to do the right thing sometimes. It takes a lot of strength to stop yourself from taking somebody out because they're being a total idiot and you can't take it anymore. It takes a lot of strength and willpower to pull yourself back to the good majority place that you need to be, because sometimes people can really chap your butt. And so this week you might be challenged to do the right thing instead of just telling somebody off like they really deserve. You need to just be like, I hope you have a wonderful day as you are, and just go on. But it's going to take a lot of strength to do that. So, but it's okay. We can do it. We can stand strong. We are strong, and we can do that. Yeah, oh, Trump's going to back down. He's going to drop the case. I guarantee it. Like he did with somebody, so many others. He's going to, because, I mean, Comey's ready. He said, let's have a trial. Let's do it. I'm innocent. I don't have nothing to hide. You do, as you're trying to distract us by this bullshit lawsuit. You have something to hide. I don't. Let's bring out all your shit while we're at it. Let's bring that out and see what happens. Well, I think Glenn Kirshner is right. We are going to see a lot of good come out of this because he's not going to fight him. He's not going to. He's going to back it out. He's going to retract the indictment because Comey's ready for a fight. Let's go. Gloves off. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's have a trial. See where it goes. Supreme Court. Well, that's on Trump's side, but yeah, hey. We can fight him, you guys. We can win this. We really can. We just have to do the morally right thing. And I mean, you know, I know Gavin Newsom is like fighting fire with fire, but that is the only thing Trump understands is fire with fire. So he's getting under his skin. And Comey doesn't have anything to hide. You know, we all have done some things we're not proud of in our past, but I don't think it's anything to be indicted for. Unless you're, of course, a pedophile. Yeah, we don't call him Taco for nothing. That's the truth. That is the total truth, guys. For real. So, Sam on here, do you have a question? I think Lily is still on here. Does she have a question? Anybody else have a question that they want to ask? I mean, we're just chit-chatting, the three of us, seems like. I know there are some people out there watching that, you know, are just tuning in, and I've got like 38 minutes left to go. So if you're just tuning in and you got a question, let's pop it off because we don't got a whole lot more time. So I gotta go check on Kevin. Gotta check on the Kevin. Make sure he's okay. So, aw, sweet. That's cool. That's a compliment. I think to all of us, to our whole community, that's a compliment. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. I really enjoy our community. I enjoy my lives. I enjoy the collaboration I get from my peeps, if you will. And I know that we all have good hearts and we're trying really hard to be positive and to be kind. There's nothing wrong with being kind. There's nothing wrong with having a kind word. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with opening the door for somebody. Nothing wrong with letting somebody go in front of you in the grocery line when they've got one thing and you've got a cart full. Nothing wrong with that. I was at Lowe's getting my mailbox stuff just yesterday, and I had to go back to the this card fell out. We'll see what it has to say in a minute. I had to go back to customer service because I didn't give me my discount, right? So I was there, and there was one guy there. She was waiting on him, and I was patient. And another guy comes up, and I said, "Did you need something? You know, like is your thing just a little thing? Because my thing's a big thing. So if your thing's a little thing, you can go ahead." He said, "Well, I lost my phone." I said, "Oh, that's a big thing. You just go ahead in front of me." And you know, they found his phone and gave it to him. So that was pretty exciting. So I was happy for him. This card fell out. And it says, guys, honestly, we really need to let some stuff go that we have no control over. Now, we can speak our mind, and there's things they can't take away from us. They can't take the love we feel in our heart away from us. They cannot take what we're thinking in our head away from us. They cannot do that. They can try. They can try to break us. They can try to make us hate. But you know what? Let's kill them with kindness. Let's eat at them. Let's just kill them with kindness. I disliked Trump's ways a whole bunch, guys. I'm not kidding. I'm not going to say that I hate him, because I don't hate him as a person. I hate his actions. I hate what he is trying to do to our country. That I hate. Him as a human being, no, I don't hate him. I just really dislike his ways a lot. So, we got to let some stuff go. We gotta be a bit positive, and I used to have a button that had a little B and a plus sign. It said be positive. Maybe I'll make a shirt like that. That'd be cool. My next shirt was going to be the humans aren't real with an alien on it. So I might do that too. I really do need to try to get a store on here, but it won't even let me do that. I don't have enough viewers. I don't have enough subscribers to get, or enough legitimate views to get even my own shop coming up on the bottom of my screen. So, what's a girl gotta do? I don't know, but I'm working on it. If anybody has any suggestions, please let me know how I can boost this up a little bit, give away that quilt, and move forward and be positive and make a positive change in what's going on, I want to be positive. I want to make a positive change. I want to be strong and positive. And I want to let things go. Thank you, Eleanor. I'm glad somebody recognizes that. Yeah, I've got a lot. I do have a lot going on, and I'm trying very hard, very hard, very hard to keep up and keep my head above water and keep my husband safe and healthy, because I don't want to lose him. I don't. I know that, it's sometimes not up to me, but anyway, it is true. I am juggling a lot. I feel like a juggler. Never was very good at that. I am grateful for every day I have. I am. Even though some days can be very challenging and hard. But I'm strong. I can do it. I can take it. I'm still here. Level 65 and counting. And I am going to put some more t-shirts on Bonfire, Gina. I really am. I like the ones I got. Haven't sold any, but hi, Jane with 2 N's. Good to see you on here. Sarah, how are you? You're going through a lot, and you need my wonderful advice. Well, what's your question, baby? We got like 30 minutes. What's your question? Let's hear it. And I'll read the cards, or do you want me to just read the cards on you, Sarah? Oh, I can't see. Hi, Sarah and Fredericks. Hope you're doing well. But Sarah Scheinfeld, what do you want to know? You just want me to ask universe what you need to do? Oh, I am so glad that your trip was safe, and I'm glad that you're staying alert and paying attention to your surroundings. I'm glad you had fun. I wish I could go to Greece with you. If wishes could only come true. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. In the words of Walt Disney, who was turning over in his grave trying to let Trump control what he does with his business. Or freezer, I should say. So, Sarah, okay. I'll ask the universe what you can do about your finances, Sarah. Okay, universe, spirit, please help me or give me the cards that she needs to see about her finances. I think we're all struggling with finances, Sarah. You're not the only one, but... I haven't seen you in a long time. If you're the Sarah I think you are. That's it. All right. All right. This is June saying this to you, Sarah. Money is a tool. Money does what you tell it to do. It's like if you're using a screwdriver and you're wanting to screw the screw in, it's doing what you're telling it to do. So money is the same. Yes, it's tight right now. This is June talking, not the cards. It's tight right now. It's tight right now for a lot of us. You're not alone in that boat. That doesn't make you feel any better. I get it, because it doesn't make me feel any better knowing I'm not alone in that boat that's sinking. My thin raft is sinking. Oh my gosh. Somebody give me a patch. But anyway, for you, Sarah, it says there is, you got to be patient. You got to be patient with yourself, with your finances. Invest in like CDs and stuff and let them, you can go with Charles Schwab and invest $100 or $1,000. I think that's a minimum. And you can put that in there and let it grow. Just don't touch it for a little bit. And I know you say, well, June, I don't have $1,000. And I get that. But your ship is coming in. And you just got to be patient with yourself and watch for it and watch for the opportunities that you can use to better your finances. And it says, that not to be childish with your money. Okay, I'll get some more tomorrow and spend all you got today. Don't do that. Don't buy things that aren't necessary right now. Right now is the time to buy what you need, and that's it. Don't go out to eat every day. Don't buy things that you don't need right now. Now is not the time. Put your money where it counts. Put your money back into your community and buy what you need for now. You are not trapped into any kind of situation. You can move. You can create something of your own. You're a smart person, and you're a beautiful soul as well. I know you. I know you. You're strong and you're resilient, and you will bounce back. You are not trapped into any kind of situation that the government may want you to feel like you're trapped into, but you're not. so far, we still are sort of free. So, get out there and look and do something, apply for choices, apply to be a caregiver. They make good money. So do that, or try to do something different. You're not trapped into one certain area. People will hire you. You're a pretty cool person. So get some more education under your belt. And you say, well, I can't afford to get education. Get a trade. Do something. Find a business that will help you to better your education or your trade, that will help you to grow that. Get some different knowledge on different things, not just one thing, but different things. So, spread yourself out a little bit and celebrate. Celebrate that you're able to do that. Celebrate that you always have more than enough. Might be a penny more than enough, but you have more than enough. Get what you need right now. Don't spend money on companies that are greedy. Spend your money in your community, the struggling businesses, the ones that really need and want to serve you. Let your money work for you. Hi, Shauna. I hope you're doing good, Shauna. And you don't have to tell everything you know. You can keep some things to yourself. And you don't have to give everything you have either, just because somebody asked for it. You don't even have to tell them how much you have. Just say, I don't have it. I don't have it to give. That penny extra, I might be a penny short next month, so I got to keep it. You got to hold on right now. In this day and time, things are going to get tight. They're going to get tighter. So, just spend where you need to. Pay your electric bill, pay your water bill, pay your rent, pay your car or your insurance, and pay what you have to. And that's it. I'm glad you're doing good, Shauna Thompson. That makes me happy. Anybody else have a question? And I hope that answered your question, Sarah. I know that you are a strong person. You have come this far and you're going to go further. So just spend where you need to. And always tell yourself, I always have more than enough. And I'm telling you, if I can live on what I'm living on, you can live on what you're living on. I'm telling you. Dig ditches, I would. Or a mailbox post. Oh, good. I'm glad it feels good to be here. Will you have financial freedom soon? That seems to be the question of the day, right? Or that and climate change. But let's see. Will Shauna Thompson have financial freedom soon? I've been asking myself that same question for the last 20 years. Still don't got it, but will she have financial freedom soon? And June is going to tell you, this is not what the cards are saying, but June is going to tell you to say to yourself, just like I told Sarah just a minute ago, you always have more than enough. I always have more than enough. Might be a penny more, but it's more than enough. So if you look at money as a tool, this is June saying, it's not the cards, but June says if you look at money as a tool, you'll always have more than you need. But let's see what universe has to say. Will you have your financial freedom soon? Let's see. Will she have some financial freedom soon? I know the feeling about working your butt off and not getting paid for it. I have a full-time job and I don't get paid for it. So I feel you. Feel you there. Will she get her financial freedom soon? Will Sarah get her financial freedom soon? That's it. I think this might be for two different things, but we'll go with this one first. Oh. Practicing maneuvers, that drives me crazy. All right, Sarah. It says, are you taking care of yourself? Are you making sure that you're getting your vitamins? Are you making sure that you're keeping up your strength since you're literally working your butt off? So you got to take care of yourself. You are number one, your children are number two, and everybody else is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on down the line. You got to make sure you put the oxygen mask on yourself before you do the child, or there's nobody there to take care of them. So please take care of yourself first. And, if you're working your butt off for everybody else and nobody else is chipping in, then, girl, it's time to say, look, I need some help here. You could at least do the dishes. I've worked all day. I don't want to do the dishes. You do the dishes. I do think you do have support, though. I really do. I think that you have loving people around you. This is the Lover's card, Major Arcana. And so was this one. You're not taking care of you, and you're tired, and you're working hard, and it doesn't feel like it's paying off. But I'm telling you, universe is always watching. And you have help in higher places than you realize. Seven of Pentacles. You don't feel like you're getting your right deserve. You've been planting your garden, you've been watering it, you've been nurturing it, you've been working really hard at really everything. You're giving it your all, and you don't feel like you're getting a return. Maybe you're trying too hard. Maybe it's time to slack off a little bit. Take a break. Universe is saying, slow down, slow down. Smell the roses, take a break. Go sit on your back porch and drink some coffee, whatever. Do something to relax and slow down a little bit. You said to me, June, I can't. But universe is telling you, you have to. Because you're working too hard. You're trying too hard. And maybe this is a little advice for myself too. We're both trying too hard. Time to slow down a little bit. You are very focused. A lot of people think this is a star. Oh, it's a star card. It's reversed. It is a Major Arcana. You've had 3 out of 4 here. And this tells me that you're a very focused person. You focus in on something and you just run with it. Well, sometimes you got to tweak it. Sometimes you just got to tweak it. But I like that you're focused. I like that you're being the person that people can come to with a question because you have the answer, because you are focused, you're paying attention, you're doing what you can do, but you do need to slow down a little bit, and you do need to take care of you, is what universe is saying. Hi, Spicy. And I don't know who this is for. I don't think this is for Shauna. I don't think this is for you. This might be for someone in your life. that we have to, you have to talk to. Somebody is not ruling with a fair hand. This could be your boss. This could be, they're getting favors from someone else that you're not willing to do. And, I hate that. I would quit. if if I'm not getting recognized for all the hard work I'm putting in, I will find something else to do. I might not quit until I find another one, but I would let them know that they're losing the best thing that ever happened to them. So this could be your boss or someone over you. And it's a hard choice. Hard choices. They're everywhere. I think you are a very focused individual, and you will find, Spirit is saying, you will make the right choice. But you have to take care of yourself. You will make the right choice. The people will make the right choice. Give them an ultimatum if you have to. Look, if things don't change around here, I'm out. And they know how hard you work. They know how focused you are. So they may offer you a raise. You never know. Say it. I need some more money. Pay me what I'm worth. You don't need to take action where it comes to your family and friends. Your family and friends are very supportive, and I think that they feel you. They feel you. Especially the King of Wands, and I think that is your other half. And I feel like that they are Aries type of person. They're very strong and very supportive, and you always have a shoulder to lean on. If not them, us and our community, you always have a shoulder to lean on, especially here. And it's safe here. Nobody's going to hurt you here. All we're going to do is support you. And you got that. So that was good. So we got about 15, 16, 17 minutes left. Anybody, or no, not that even. Yeah, about 17 minutes left. So if anybody else has a question that they want to pop in and here, I don't know, I might have fallen behind a little bit. I don't know. I'm sure Gina or Eleanor will let me know if I've missed somebody. And yes, please, please hit like and subscribe. Well, I hope that you like and subscribe to our channel. We do a political Wednesday. We do a zodiac sign, what's coming up for each zodiac sign on Sunday. I do a live just about every Saturday if I can. I sometimes don't always get to post a lot during the week because I have a quadriplegic husband. I don't know if a lot of people know, but I did a reading for the week coming up, Jane, earlier. I can do another one, see if it says anything different. Oh, I don't know about crypto trading. I don't trust crypto. Sam, sorry. Oh, I don't trust it. Call me old school. I'll just stay with the gold bars or or the dollar or the penny. So yeah, I did one for the week coming up, but I will be doing tomorrow the 12 zodiac signs for the week coming up. So look for your sign and see what you have to look forward to for you, specifically your sign. Did I already read you? What, did you ask me something? I don't know. Did you ask me? I read for the reading, a reading for, oh, you want to know for you for what's coming up. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant for all of us. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I'm sorry. I didn't do that for you, Jan. No, I did not. But I will. Spirit, what does Jane need to know for the week coming up for her. And that is of the 29th through the 4th of October. What's coming up for Jane this week? Jane with 2 N's. My buddy. Oh, ooh, I see some celebration right off the bat. Oh. Ooh, what you celebrating, girl? Got a party to go to? Going to a Halloween party? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you subscribed. Thanks. Means a lot. Maybe you'll win the quilt. Mm-hmm. Jane with 2 N's. What's coming up for her this week? I think that's it. First off, you do have a celebration. You're going to be going somewhere that's going to be celebrating. You're going to have a good time. You're going to be hanging out with some friends. And yeah, my cat, she gets in my bowl of names. I put everybody's name in a bowl when you subscribe, and then when you comment on my lives or my posts, I put your name in a bowl. And I had the cover off the bowl the other day, and she reached in and pulled out a name, and there it was, you know. So, but I'm gonna let her pick the name when the time comes. When I reach that 2,500, my kitten Jessie will be picking out the name. But anyway, Jane with 2 N's, you have a wonderful celebration, and I hope you go, and I hope you celebrate, and I hope you have fun with it. No judgment. Just dance on the table if you want to. Have too much to drink or not enough, or be the designated driver if that's what you want to do, but enjoy what you're doing with no judgment at all, period. It's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to feel so comfortable, so at ease. So yay, you're going to have a good week, Jan with 2 N's, Jan Vick with 2 N's from Norway. You're going to have just a great, great week coming up. And you're not getting married, but that's okay. You're already married, right? Or don't want to be married, but that's okay. But you are going to be celebrating, and you're going to have a good week. So you might be a little sad that the celebration is ending, which can be what it is, but you're going to have a wonderful week. So that's great. I'm happy for you. I want to be you. I want to have a good week too. I am happy for you. I want to be you. I want to be you. Nah, I'm not envious or jealous. I'm happy for you. I really am happy for you. You deserve to have a wonderful, wonderful week. Anybody else? We got like 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Anybody else? And thank you guys for liking and subscribing to my channel. I really am trying to reach 2,500 so I can give this beautiful, awesomely warm quilt away. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. And Eleanor works so hard on that. And she does such a wonderful job. A general reading for you. You want like a situational, or just see what the cards fly out there? real quick, Gina. Is that what you want? Spirit, what do you got to tell Gina? Is there anything that you need to tell Gina in general? Just in general. What do you want to tell her? What do you want to talk to her about? Oh, this is sticking out to me. Keep spinning your wheels. It is a beautiful quilt, and it's soft too. It's so soft, so warm, and so cozy. Ah, it's beautiful. It's a queen size, so it'll fit your bed. Actually, Gina, this says keep spinning, keep being creative, keep being you, keep moving forward, keep doing what you love to do. First off, that just stuck out to me. It was on the bottom of the deck. So, and if anybody wants a memory quilt, you can talk to Eleanor about that. She also has a Facebook page, and you can tell her what you want, and she can give you a estimated cost of what it would be to make a memory quilt for you, or pillow, or whatever. Matt, I thought I saw one fly off the table. I don't know where it went. If it flew off the table, I'll tell you if I find it. I thought I saw it fly off. I really did, Gina. All right. Is that it? Okay, first thing it was saying for you to keep being you, keep being the creative, beautiful soul that you are, and keep spinning, keep coming up with those wonderful ideas that you have, that you tell me to do all the time, and you can do them too. And then this says, you know, you're not being foolish when you come up with a crazy, kind of exciting new idea. You're not being foolish. You're not like gonna walk off a cliff. You know, I think you're afraid to put your best face forward, or your best foot forward. Don't be afraid. What? Don't be afraid. Don't live in fear. Don't live that way, because you're awesome. You're good at what you do. You're good at monitoring. You're good at telling people. You're good at giving people information. So keep on keeping on, girl. Don't be afraid. No need. We got you. Our community got you. We're all in this together. We got you. Don't be afraid. We're not going to let nothing happen to you. And there's promise in any new idea you have. There's promise. There's big and beautiful things out there for you. There's promise out there. You just got to reach out and grab it and not be afraid. That's the hardest thing, is getting started, isn't it? Or putting yourself out there. It's hard, but you can do it, because we got you. We're going to support you. We got you. So guys, we got 1 minute, man. For real. And then I gotta go. I gotta go and turn the hubby and give him a bath and pay some attention to him like he does me. You got this, Gina. And Eleanor, you're so talented as well. I am so happy that I get to be in this community with you guys, all of you who have liked and subscribed to my channel, and who continue to show up and say that, you know, hey, I have a question, I need some help, and we're able to help you. And I want to reach out to other people and do recordings with them, so they have a chance to help people too. Or you have an option. You can take theirs or mine, you know, or maybe it's the same thing. And sometimes it's better to hear it from two people instead of just one. So I really want to reach out to other people and have them come on and be a part. I don't really know how to do that, but I'll work on it. One of my many things on my to-do list, so I will work on it. But you guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of our awesome community. And hopefully we'll reach at 2,500 really soon so I can give this beautiful quilt away made by Eleanor and I can finish my macrame curtain. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for being a part of my community and liking and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. With love and light, as always, stay mystical.